morning, it's Bob Mason from FX Empire, and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, and the day support, resistance, and pivot levels. It is Saturday, the 19th of December. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, looking at the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the morning here. You're going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 22,924 to take a run at the first major resistance levels in at 23,487. You're going to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break out from yesterday's high that was at 23,287. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 23,500 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, we've got the second major resistance level sitting at 23,849 and resistance at 24,000 to limit any upside on the day. Fall through the pivot, we'll bring the first major support level at 22,562 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 22,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 21,999. Looking at the MACD, we got a bullish cross at the start of the morning, supporting a breakout through the morning based on the MACDs. On the EMAs, we're also seeing the 50 pull away marginally from the 100 and the 200 suggestive of a bullish morning ahead. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fall through the pivot, break out from yesterday's high, and then through that first major resistance level to then target 24,000 levels. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, also bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 649.57 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 669.55. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 660 levels, however. So barring an extended crypto rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 670 to limit any upside on the day. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum test resistance at 680 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 684.44. A fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 634.68 into play. Barring a crypto meltdown, Ethereum should avoid sub 600, but the second major support level sits at 614.70 to limit any downside on the day. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms after yesterday's late bullish cross, supporting this early pullback. On the EMA, however, we're seeing the 50 hold its ground on the 100 and the 200 for now. So key through the early part of the day would be to avoid the pivot, move back through to 660s to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels are in play. Jumping straight across to Litecoin against the US dollar, bearish as well this morning. Going to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 107.22 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 115.16. Support from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high 112.92, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended breakout, got the second major resistance level at 120.86 to cap any upside on the day. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 101.52 and the 62% fib at 100 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of the second major support level at 93.58. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a narrowing of the bearish histograms, suggestive of a possible move northwards, so look out for a bullish cross there. On the EMAs, we're seeing the 50 pull away marginally from the 100 and the 200, suggestive of further upside through the morning. So key through the early part of the day would be to avoid a fall through that pivot and break back through yesterday's high 112.92 to bring resistance levels into play. Fall through the pivot and you've got support levels in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, also bearish this morning. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot at 0.5846 to bring the first major resistance level at 0.6182 into play. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.61 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and the 23.6% fib at 0.6274 to limit any upside. In the event of a breakout, got resistance at 0.70 to limit any upside on the day. Second major resistance level sits at 0.6515. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.5511 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 0.50 levels. We've got the 38.2% fib of 0.5285 and the second major support level at 0.5175 to limit the downside on the day. Looking at the MACD, we've got a possible bullish cross here at the start of the day that should support a move northwards. On the EMA, we're also seeing the 50 hold its ground against the 100 and the 200. So nothing conclusive there as yet. So key through the early part of the day would be to move back through that pivot level to then bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and you've got support levels in play.